Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow Earth travelers. Obelix here, coming at you today from FTB Revelation. How y'all doing today? So last time, we were all over the map. We did some forestry, making a squeezer and a new carpenter, which used seed oil to make impregnated sticks. We made some apiaries and some, just all manner of different things. We found a gigapickle. I mean, come on. We were everywhere, guys. We were everywhere. Today, guys, we're going to head back to a mod we haven't touched in a while. We're kind of making the full circle. We're coming back to IC2. Welcome to Industrial Craft 2. Now, the first thing we're going to do, because we're in Industrial Craft 2, is we're going to get out our wrench so we don't forget to use it. Because remember, if you break these machines with a pickaxe, they are liable to break forever. And you're going to have to remake them, so you got to use your wrench. So we keep our wrench on our hotbar so we don't forget. Now, we have been using old Ender.io for ore duplication. So I put the blank ores in here, the iron ore and the copper ore and the lead ore and all that. Sag mill here crusherates it into the powder. The powder goes into this chest here and then moves over here to our alloy smelter. It cooks it up and puts it out here in this small storage crate. And it's a little bit, even though these guys are fully upgraded with special capacitors we found in the nether, it's still slow and painful. I want it quicker. So we're going to use Industrial Craft for that today. I don't know how far we're going to get in this. This is actually a bit of a process, as is most things with Industrial Craft, but we're going to start here and go from there. So as you remember, we've got our furnace. We made this, our generator. We made this before. We're just using coal at the moment. Then we've got our extractor, which we put in, sap or rubber wood, and we get out the rubber balls there. And we got our metal former to make the metal plates and strips and wires and things we need. So next thing we want to make, Industrial Craft, is called a macerator. And that's the guy right there, macerator. So relatively easy to make. We do need a frame, which means we need some iron plates, which we have enough of. Fantastic. And we're going to need a circuit, which hopefully we have. We don't have the wire for. We're going to need to make the wires. We need insulated copper wire. Do we have just blank wire? We do. Excellent. So, circuit me. Now, we should have everything we need to make a macerator. Fantastic. Now, this is part one of what we need, and we're just going to add them to the... I've got some insulated power line here. We're going to pop him on there. Excellente. Now, this guy does the crusherating. So, if we have an ore that we want crushed... For example, we have some copper there. We can pop him in there. And the macerator will smushificate him into tiny little bits, which can then be cooked in a furnace. So we put one ore in, and we're very slowly going to get 2 crushed copper ore out. And then we can turn that into, put that into a furnace. An electric furnace. And we're going to need another circuit, which means more Oh, oh, oh. Oh, we need an iron furnace, I forgot. Which means we need a furnace. Furnace. Iron furnace. Electric furnace. There we go. Excellente. Now let's go ahead and make one more of those. Oh, we're just going to put that up there like a so. And like a so. And that's going to power up our furnace. Excellent. So we take all the bits from the macerator, dump them in the furnace. And it doesn't really have any cool animation like some of the other machines, other than that little lights up, little red right here. But you get 2 ingots out. So we put one over in the macerator, we got 2 ingots out, just like that system over there. But you'll see this guy's a little bit slow, as is this guy. We can fix that. To fix that, we have to make coolant. This stuff right here. Now to make coolant is a little tricksy. So we're going to need some tin plates. So we need some tin. And we're going to have to run it through our plate maker 9000. And we don't want to cut, we don't want to extrude, we want to roll. And let's just roll 16 of them. And there we go. Slowly it turns. Slowly it turns. Oh my goodness, why is it going? Don't go into the macerator. I don't need them cooked. Dang it. I thought it was going in here. Anyway, we'll take these upgrades out so it won't try to spit them out and macerate them. Because, yeah, that's not helpful. Stupid machine. I don't even know if... You need 9, right? Whatever. Stupid machine. So, this coolant is used in an upgrade that looks like this. The overclocker upgrade. You need 3 of these 10K coolant cells to make 2 overclocker upgrades. Or you can go up to the 30K coolant cells and make 6 overclockers, or the 60K coolant cells and get you 12 overclockers. Now this is just 3 of the 10Ks wrapped together, right? And these are just 3 10Ks by themselves, so this is a little bit more efficient. These 2 are actually the same. This one's a little underperforming resource wise, so it's better if you can do this one, but you do have to make more of the coolant. Now, to make the coolant, obviously we need these plates. But we're also going to need to crush some lapis lazuli. Hence why we made the macerator. So we're just going to put that in here. This guy is struggling to run 2 machines at one time. So I think we will cut him down to about 3. Yeah. We're definitely going to have to up our power game. So there we go. Crush lapis lazuli. Now, we're going to run that through yet another machine because we want to make this IC2 coolant. To make that, we need a fluid solid canning machine. This guy right here. Now he needs 10 item casings. Now this, we need to pound out some tin plates with our hammer. Or we can run it through a metal former on the hammer setting, which we have going right now. So we've got these 6. Now we're going to need 7 total. So but each one produces 2, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7. That's actually 8, but it'll do. He's had a chance to refill, so he's okay. So we're turning 10 plates into these 10 item casings. And we're going to need a basic machine casing, which we should have the bits for. And we're going to need yet another one of these, which means we need some more of those. And we should have... Oh, dang it. I forgot to make the circuit itself. There we go. Now we have everything but 3 tin frames. Or 3, words. Pop those in like so. And there's our fluid solid canning blah de blah. Now this guy we're going to put right here. And we see he's getting power. He's got the go-go juice. And he's getting water, which is excellente. We're going to take this crushed lapis lazuli, and I think it's 8 per, if I remember right. And we need to make one of these guys which is a bucket of this. So we're no, there. So we need to set it on this mode here, blue to red. And we got to feed him water and 8. He needs a bucket of water and 8 lapis lazuli. So, blue to red. There we go. And we're going to give him 8 lapis lazuli. And now this is definitely going to be sucking our power. Oh, he's finished, so that's not too bad. And there we go. IC2 coolant. So we got 1 bucket of IC2 coolant. So I've always found people struggled with how to make this coolant, so that is the trick. You just need to macerate some lapis lazuli, make you a fluid solid canning machine, and this is the one I think that messes people up, is setting it to the right mode. You need the blue to red, fluid enrich, tank or cell, and that will get you going. We can then take a bucket, this mode, fill cell from tank, put a bucket in, and end up with a bucket of water, which is not what we wanted. I have to switch tanks, dang it. So this is it's a confusing interface. So you want fill cell from tank, and you just follow the arrows. You see it pulling from this tank and putting it here. So we pop a bucket in, give it a sec, and there's our IC2 coolant bucket. So to go back to normal mode, we have to hit the switch tanks button and then switch back into the blue to red, which is fluid enrich. Now we're ready to produce again. So we get our 8 lapis lazuli, toss it in. It's going to enrich the water with the lapis lazuli, and it's going to fill up this coolant tank. Remember, to get it out, you have to switch modes and switch tanks. So we have to switch to the fill cell from tank, and you have to flip-flop the tanks. Now I need to go get rid of this guy. So I erroneously filled him up. There we go. And we'll zorp back up here. We're in the right mode with the right tank on the right side. Pop the bucket in and it will fill up. Excellent. IC2 coolant. Now we can just pop those in the system because we want to make these guys. Boom and a bam. We only had 2, so these do stack, luckily, which is handy. And we want to make these guys, so we need 3, 6, 9 of those, so it will take me a little while. Now, question might be asked, can you use the sag mill or thermal expansion to crush up your lapis lazuli? The answer is yes, you can. So you see, this is a much faster machine. Now, can you use the pulverizer? Let's try it and see. Yes, you can. Also industrial craft. Now, this is pack dependent. Not every pack will let you do this, but this one does. So we can just drop the rest in there and that. Let it smash those real quick. This macerator does take a while to do. Plus, it's really loud. And I do like to put it in 8 at a time. Now, these guys will be, once we've got them fully done, they're going to be way faster than these guys are. But we are going to use them to kind of help it along. Give it a little helping hand. And if you accidentally get water in your, when you're filling up your buckets, if you completely drain the tank that has the coolant, it will fill up with water. If you accidentally get that, just build you one of these trash cans for fluid from Extra Utilities and drop you a conduit between the two, and it'll drain that out for you. If you make the same oopsie I did. It happens. And notice I shut off the water up here so it doesn't do that again. You can put an ejector upgrade in here. And grab you a chest. Put beside this guy, and he'll just dump the full ones in there, so you don't have to sit here and watch him. All right, so we got 3 stacks of 3 of the 10K coolants, so we should be able to make these 30K coolants. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Now, if we go to Industrial Craft and we look at the upgrades, the overclocker upgrades, we are going to need some insulated copper cable. Let's just make several of those. And we're going to need some of these guys. And it looks like we're going to need some more copper cables. So, grab some copper. Run it over here, and we're going to extrude. And that gets us 6 upgrades. Fantastic. Now you'll notice this increases power to 1,677.72%. Now notice if I only have one, it's 160%. So it does tell you what the entire stack is worth. So this will increase the power need of the machine by 160%. We are not producing enough power to run these guys with full upgrades by any means. We're going to have to definitely upgrade our power production facilities here. We might be able to do one machine with some upgrades, maybe one upgrade without it exploding. So with each upgrade you add, the faster the machine gets and the more power it draws. So as long as you can feed the power through these cables and through your generator, you're okay. But as soon as you can't, you run the risk of the machine actually exploding, which is never a good idea. So we have our upgrades. We have the ability to make more. We need to work on increasing our power output from industrial craft. Now, one option for increasing power output is solar panels. I'm going to tell you straight up, these ain't that great. But we're going to take a look at them anyway because they're here. So we need 2 of those. And we need, what, a generator. Yeah. Oh, dang it. Dang it, Bobby. There we go. Get our battery. Oh, we need a... It's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Need 1 of dams. Need 1 of dams. Need 1 of dams. And there we go. Solar panel. And some copper cable. Now obviously solar panels need direct sky access, which we do not have here. Even here we don't have it. Here it'd be okay. So we need a helper. Oh, wait. I was going to say we need a helper block, but I have my little wonderful machine of wondermousness here. So we can go right here. And yeah, I think we will go there. Boom. And there's our solar panel. We can see that it has a little bit of sun left. It is becoming nighttime. So we can just run cables into our network, and it is going to, in the daylight, produce some power for us. Now it's a very low amount of power. Nowhere near as much as this generator produces. No, but it is an option for you. Now, one thing I do want to make. is a bat box. Now these guys are like batteries. So this guy holds 32. It'll output 32 EU and it holds 40,000. Which is where we want to head. So this is a charge pad. This is the bat box. We want to make one of these guys. We need 3 more batteries, which we don't have enough 10 plates. So we need to make some more. We can just do 8 because they double. It's where it's super handy to have one of these guys. Alright, got all of those guys. Now I'm out of cable, of course. You'll see when this guy has this little symbol right there, he is producing sunlight or solar power. Put a piece of dirt on him, you see it goes away, he's no longer producing. So he's helping our power production. Though not a whole lot. Alright, got our 3 batteries made, and now we just need to bingo bango, we've got a bat box. So let's put our copper in, and we need to make a little more insulated copper wire. And again, this is just, it's a big battery. That's all it is. Now, these things, the wire you can take out, no problem. But the machines, you definitely want a wrench. So what I want to do is put the bat box here. And we can see it is getting power. But it can only output 32 EU per tick. But you can see it's getting power from our solar panel, so the solar panel is charging it up. We're going to put the generator here and wire that in. And you can see it climbing even faster now because it's being fed by both the generator and the solar panel. The solar panel will keep it topped off. And we just cable out from here to run all of our machines. But we're definitely going to need more than 1 solar panel or 1 generator. Now we could just load the roof with solar panels. That's the thing. You see it's generating 1 EU per tick. You know, an entire 1. If you look up there at the top center up there. This guy's generating 10 EU per tick. Now keep in mind the bat box can only output 32, so 3 of those generators plus 2 solar panels, and that's it. That's all the bat box can put out at one time. But we definitely need to upgrade our power structure for industrial craft, so we will take a look at that in an upcoming episode. But I do think that is all the time I got for this episode. As we dig deeper into industrial craft, doing more and more and more with it. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always. And until next time, y'all get out there and make some noise. See ya.